Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and I'd like you to hit that subscribe button straight away. I think this one's worth it, and I know 60% of you watch this on a regular basis, and don't subscribe. So, subscribe, make it worth it, and it doesn't half help. It really does make a massive difference. But this story, I think, is cracking. I don't know if you watched PMQs today. It was a completely different beast from PMQs but 1 week ago. Back then, a week ago, of course, we had Rachel Reeves, heartbroken, distraught, tears running down her face, each tear costing Britain £1 billion. It was the sudden realisation, of course, that she wasn't up to the job, that she couldn't do the job, and that everyone knew that she was really shit in the job. And then her boss failed to back her. He had to hurry out the next day and go, oh no, she's going to be there a long time. That's a lie. They're already looking for her replacement. But there she is today. Out comes the new, improved Rachel Reeves, grinning, happy, smiling like someone who's been on Prozac for quite some time. She's the happiest woman in the world, and you would be in a chemically induced trance, wouldn't you? However, and this is where it all falls down, of course, no matter what spin they try to push, whatever turd polishing they try to do, the woman is terrible. And we know that because reality. The cost of borrowing has gone up. Now, when Rachel was sitting there a week ago, letting Niagara's tears fall down, drip off her chin in her snot-filled realisation of shittiness, the cost of borrowing in this country jumped. It then fell back down again over the next couple of days when she was like, oh, it was a personal reason. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a personal reason. It was professional. It's because you're shit and you know it and everyone's telling you, and Angela Rayner hates you and the Speaker gave you a bollocking and Starmer thinks you're a twat and won't back you till he was forced to, etc. Personal reasons, my arse. I actually thought it was your marriage breaking up. Wouldn't surprise me though. Christ, imagine coming home with that face every night. But, in the subsequent 7 days, and even while she sat there today in PMQs, going, okay, you're so marvellous, the markets went up again in terms of interest rates. In fact, they're higher today with her little fake smile than they were a week ago when she was crying. Now, why isn't she crying today? Why isn't she crying for the destruction of the country? Why isn't she crying for all those people who are going to find that imports are so expensive now? You know, things that we import like, food. Why isn't she crying now? Happy pills? Or, dear beloved Kira said she's nice. The gilt yields are back up to levels last seen in 2008. Higher than when she cried last week. The rise in borrowing has been taken as being a reaction to the markets because after the tears, the markets now reckon that Reeves is unsackable. And given how shit she is, they're seeing Britain now as a complete basket case. And so they need to make sure that they get that reflected. So basically, because Reeves is now still in job, the rates are going up. And they're going to continue to rise the longer she's there. Because the longer she's there, the worse Britain gets. 4.66% today. It cracked through that. Same level as lunchtime Wednesday. It then rose even further. We are back, I think, in Reeves weeping territory. The OBR also saying that Labour U-turns, of course, are damaging the economy, that there's no way back, and it's predicting that the 20-year gilts are about to hit an all-time high. 30-year gilts have actually surpassed levels unbelievably high. Surely it must be made clear to the markets that Reeves is sackable. And the best way to bring the guilt rates down is to sack her and put someone else in that isn't going to sit and cry at PMQs because it's all too much. I'm too shit. I said I was an economist on my CV, but I know nothing about economics or monetary supply or taxation or how to be a decent human being. All I know how to do is destroy an economy through my incompetent stupidity and religious adherence to the Marxism so espoused by my God, Keir Starmer. I don't know about Prozac. I think the woman needs something stronger. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much. Bye.